This is part 3 of my attempt to try to preserve this railroad's last days here. This is Great Miami number 115. This unit is a rental unit, and it's a former Pennsylvania Railroad unit, and also NW2 number FLSX1 is a former Pennsylvania 9169, as stated in my other videos. But if you look, these kids around here have destroyed the cab. Larry's Textile wants this engine back, and I don't think they understand fully what they're getting into when they get this engine. Like I said, the kids have busted this engine out. You know, it's just ridiculous that they've ripped out all the wiring on this engine, and it's sad. But this is the most saddest part of it all, folks, right here. As you come to the deadline, I'm talking the deadline, right here is at the end, the very end of the Great Miami Railroad, former, I used to call this the Champion Beltline, but a little history, if you look back in your history books, this railroad right here was actually the old CH&D main line that came through, and it went across the bridge there, across the road, hooked into the old tracks on the other side back in the 1850s. But this was only a belt line. It was only a belt line that was used for exclusive for the Champion industry, for the mill, and these tracks are gone. I mean, they've taken them out. The ties are laying there. Here it is right here. They've cut the rails right here. Here's the end of it right here. This is the terminus. This is what's sickening. This is what sickens me about people that doesn't understand the history of anything. They have no clue or comprehension or conception of any kind of what this railroad meant to this town, and what these engines here are representing of what is a dying or dead breed of train engine. These right here engines, if you're lucky to find any NW2s that operate, they're confined to short lines like this one, or confined to small industrials, or sitting in a museum somewhere. Great Miami 115, if you look on the videos in your books, if you look in the videos under YouTube, under Great Miami Railroad, you'll see this unit running with these tracks that were intact and when this place was in fully operational service. I'm going to put this link to the subscription page on that, so I can have you see before and after effects. And later on in the documentary that I'm going to be doing for the television series that I'm going to be creating, Death of the Great Miami and Death of the Hamilton Beltway, 167-year-old main line, short line. That's going to be the ultimate combination of all things that I've had on this video and everything that's been put in. I'm going to put it on one video so everybody can see it, and hopefully produce it out there to get people to understand the value of these engines and the value of what it is when you come to the end of an operational era like the Great Miami and the Hamilton Beltway. So I'm going to do some more documentary here. This engine right here should run, but I doubt if it does now because people have taken everything. I mean, you just go in there and they've ripped out all the wiring and everything on this train engines. They've destroyed it. I mean, I'm not going to get up there in fear of getting in trouble with the people that that own this place or whatever. But FLSX number 1, former railroad engine, NW2 9169, is in bad shape, folks. This engine right here needs to be taken somewhere and redone. The caps have not even been stacked on it. It's got 2 open stacks. NW2 number 115 has open stacks as well. Chances are the water has got down into the valve train and seized them up. This engine right here probably needs to be scrapped out, or if somebody needs parts, that's all it is, because I see a oil cap laying on top of the thing there now. It's ridiculous. It's awful that this is happening. It is starting to rain here now, so I'm going to back away from here and come down here tomorrow with my video camera and do an uplink load with this to this railroad, so I can go back here. And they're going to take out this train is supposed to leave here. The CSX is supposed to come in here and take these engines away on the 30th. Then they're going to take the rest of the tracks on out. My plan is to get the crossing signal, just the railroad crossing sign, and put it in my basement. And I have a piece of rail in my basement that dates from 1847 from this railroad. So this railroad has been in operation for almost, I don't know how long it's been, but I see water coming out right now of a petcock of this air tank, which I have no reason to believe why this is doing this, but right here, you see the oil and the water coming out of that. I have no reason to believe why it has opened. That's the drain for the oil, and somebody's opened it, so go figure on that. So we're going to get out of here. It's been 5 minutes and 30-some seconds into this. It's disgusting to see, but I'm going to do a video uplink, and we'll go ahead and download this to the video for part 3 of the death of the Hamilton Beltway. Dan Faulkner signing off, and we'll see you on part 4 and any other parts that come up after that. Take care.